Mm. Okay, so there's just a few basic components to this bait. The main piece, of course, is the body of the bait, and it's got a bunch of features that we'll point out kind of as we do them. But this is what you're going to get in the kit. You're going to get your bait, your wings, a set of rubber bands, your hook set, and the pins. And to set the bait up, it couldn't be more simple. Just take a couple of wings, this little slot right here that is made to accept them. Putting these in can be a little tricky sometimes, or sometimes they just pop right in. Once you get a wing in, you're going to want to put a pin in the top, and that is going to index into this hole, and that hole will keep the wing in place. No matter how beat up or chewed up this bait gets, the wings are not going anywhere. We've yet to have one pop out, and that's going to keep that wing in place. We're just going to do the same thing on the other side. And you just kind of got to move the pin around a little bit to find home. There you go. Once it's in, you can actually see it angles forward just a little bit, which might make it easier to find the hole for it. And then there's your bait with the wings in. One of the things that I love about this bait, probably the single biggest feature after the durability, is going to be the angle of the wings. You see how these are angled against the body? This will allow us to walk this bait at speeds that you can't with other baits. We walk this thing next to the boat at 7 or 8 knots while we're trolling spreader bars or Mad Max or whatever. It works great. You just keep the tail kind of ticking the water. You don't want the bait burying, but we can show you how to set that all up later. The last part of the equation here is setting up the hook set. And it's really simple. You get about a 2.5 foot leader here. You're going to put the eye end through the retaining loop on the bait itself. Lay this now down into this trough that's molded into the body. You can see the hook and the leaders are made to just fit right in there. Your little bag of rubber bands, I always just keep a few of these in my pocket while we're fishing this, because you will have to reattach it after getting bit or beaten up on it for a while. Sometimes the rubber bands will break. These are those little dentist braces double rubber bands. They are strong as heck. Put over the hook, come over this way, and then just back onto the hook, taking care not to cut your rubber band. I do a second one and I'll go the opposite direction. So you're kind of getting even tension on the hook and a little bit more insurance. You can even use heavier rubber bands if you want. They totally work. Once I have the hook ironed out, I'm going to take another one of these. I'm going to double it up on my hand, and I'm going to put the leader through it, and I'm going to slide it over the head of the bait, pull this all tight and out of the way, and then I'm going to lock in the top of that hook, and I'm going to do it one more time. Same thing, and I'm just doubling it up so that in case one of these pops, I've got a little extra insurance. Make sure you get a little bit tighter hook set in the fish when you do get bit. And then same with the treble. I'm going to use a couple hooks on here. And this is really easy. Just wrap one barb. You don't have to go around all the barbs, right? Down here at the base of the hook, come around and go past your original one to the next bar or next hook. And then same thing as I did on the other side. I'm going to go the opposite direction that I ran the other rubber band. Come back here. And that's it. You are ready to fish. You can see we've got the leader held on really nice and tight. We've got the eye of the hook where it's going to be pulling from is on there really good. And I'm putting pressure on that. Then back here at the hook. So you need 6 rubber bands total. I use a couple in the front, a couple on the J hook, and then a couple on the treble. And this thing is ready to get launched.